And we're back here in Dark Souls Remastered, picking up right where I left off in the last video, mere moments ago. We are in Sen's Fortress, in the first room, watching boulders fall out the door there, falling down the track. We've just dispatched a serpent sorcerer, I guess. We've just picked up a ring of steel protection, which we put on, and we are getting ready to continue running down here to the doorway where we saw a white fog door. And this is not a boss. I just happened to know that. It's basically a loading screen is what it is. It's the Dark Souls version of a loading screen. We're in a new room here. We can see a chain going up and down there. I'm actually not sure I know what that is, to be honest. One thing I do know is that there is a pressure plate on the floor right there in front of us, so we are going to have to run across that. But first, I want this guy to walk in front of it. And get killed by it. Haha! This time the arrows come from behind us instead of in front of us. So now we're in another room. I feel like that guy does something. I'm not sure what. Anyway, we've come to another place where the boulders are falling down here. It's like we're in a giant board of mousetrap. Let's watch these guys get killed. Whoops, I got too close and took some damage. I kind of wish I could go back to the bonfire and readjust my equipment, but so the boulders are coming from up there. They are rolling downward. So I believe I am first going to go... We can either go up or down. Going up is kind of challenging because of the boulders, of course. But there is a jump. You can jump off to the left up there. And I am going to do that eventually. But first, because you can see there's an item up there. Also an enemy. First, I'm just going to follow the boulders all the way down to this point. And stand here. We have room there. But I'm going to wait here for a bit and watch these boulders. If I can get a good angle on it. You can see they kind of fall down into a pit there. I'm just going to stand here and wait for a little while to see if what I think is going to happen is actually going to happen. There we go. So the boulders have filled up that hole. So now I think I'm going to wait for one more boulder to come through. Boom! It just smashed a hole in the wall there. That's pretty cool. I've never actually watched that happen before. So that was pretty cool. So I'm going to run in there, following the boulders. So there's a room in here. I'm waiting for the boulders to go by. I'm going to run over here and grab this item, which is a covetous gold serpent ring. We can see that there is a passageway that goes out to empty space where the boulders go out there and just drop off into space. There's no reason to go out there. As far as I know, there's nothing out there, so I'm not even going to try to do that. Instead, I'm going to go back in here, back to this side passageway that leads into another room here. And clear my throat. Alright, so we're in a room with a chest, a bunch more of Gwyn's knight statues laying around. I'm going to read the message. Liar ahead. Enemy ahead. Be wary of danger zone. Danger zone. Yeah, so this is the first of the dangerous chests in the game. So I'm just gonna go wail on it. Because I happen to know, oops, I can't target it. Oh, come on. This guy turns into a mimic. A crazy looking mimic. Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit there. He's really dangerous, actually. If you attempt to open a chest that is a mimic, you will probably die. If he reaches down and picks you up, there's a good chance you're gonna die. And this mimic carries a lightning spear, which I am very anxious to look at. Because it does a lot of lightning damage, 144 lightning damage. And, yes, I can wield it even. Awesome. I was afraid I wasn't going to have the stats to wield it. So this thing does 144 physical damage and 144 lightning damage simultaneously, I think. This is a really fabulous weapon. So I think I am actually just going to go ahead and equip this in my second slot. And perhaps even start using it. Because lightning damage happens to be very useful in this area. So we got an elevator here. Let me look at the bloodstains, because we love looking at bloodstains. Whoops. They tried to go up the elevator, realized, and didn't wait for the elevator to be there, and fell down in there. So we're going to go up here. We're going to notice there's a bunch of bloodstains on the floor of the elevator. And we're going to get off here. Because if we had not done that, the elevator would have carried us up there right into a ceiling full of spikes and probably killed us. I've actually never seen what happens when you do that, so I don't know if it kills you or not. But I assume it kills you. So I'm not going to test that. So we're moving onward. We're on a bridge here. I just realized I meant to actually go back and go into a secret area. So we got a door here, a cell door that does not open from this side. So we're gonna remember that. We're gonna come back to that. We got some stairs going down here. Some gears up there. That looks like, if I'm not mistaken, this is the rampway that we were looking up from down there next to that serpent who was just casually standing by the wall. So it looks to me like we have a pathway to get up here, where all these gears are grinding up here. Grinding gears. So this is, I did it again. I did the thing again. This is the room where the boulders come down. They come down through that hole in the ceiling there. And they are basically knocked around by like a pinball contraption here. Not even sure what to call this room. The boulder room, I guess. So there's a bunch of exits from this room. There's this exit, which we can't go that way because there's boulders. We can go out that way. That's the way we came in. We can go this way, which this actually goes to the direction where we came in. Down there is the pathway that we came in. To the left down there. Oh, I can still see him. Zigmeyer, I can still see him sitting down there on the ledge. just below us is the room with the chest where the steel protection rim was. Ring. Not rim. Ring. I'm just like rambling aimlessly here. I'm probably just annoying the crap out of everybody that's watching. But the purpose of this video series is for me to look at everything in the game and make a record of it. Because this is my archival record of Dark Souls 1 that I will keep forever and ever. And like 20 years from now, when I'm in a retirement home, I'll be playing this video series to remember how it was to play Dark Souls. That's the main purpose of this video series. So we need to... Let me think. What do we need to do? This path, I'm just going to quickly look down there. That actually goes down to the place where we ran down to get to the covetous ring. That's where that goes. So there's this lever here, and if you push this lever, it rotates the location where the boulder goes. Now you can kind of see way down there, you can see something is taking some damage, and that something is that man serpent who was casually leaning against the wall way down there. So he's just like standing there getting hit by boulders. The other thing you can see is that the wall has broken. So there's a new pathway there. So what I'm now going to do is rotate this again. And one more time. So this is now going to push the boulders out this place here, which just goes out into space, basically. So that's a relatively safe place to push those boulders. Although there's a serpent out there and there's an item there. I don't think I've ever seen that before, so I'm not sure what that is. But in any case, we are going to go back down here, which is sort of backtracking close to the beginning. This is where we fell in that PvP invasion. We are now looking at a broken down wall. This is where the serpent was leaning against the wall. And we've got a big room here with a bunch of cages. And if I'm not mistaken, one of these cages has a guy in it that we can talk to.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
This is Logan. You may recall, way back at Firelink Shrine, the sorcerer's apprentice Griggs talked about looking for his master, Big Hat Logan, who was lost out in the world somewhere. This is Big Hat Logan. This is where he's lost. He's in a cage here. So there's an item over here in another cage, but it's locked. So we need to find a key to open these cages. Imminent jumping. No, I don't think I want to jump out there. There is another pathway over there. I'm actually not sure where that is. That might... I'm really not sure where that is. I don't know if that's the pathway back to the bonfire or what. So we're gonna remember that Big Hat Logan is down here, waiting for us to find a key. And we are now gonna run back up. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm trying to get back up to the boulder room. Hopefully the boulders are not falling down this way. Man, I really feel like I'm running really, really slow. Okay, I'm gonna wait here a second just to make sure the boulders are not falling down on here. What's my time? 16 minutes. Hey, look, the boulders are falling down here. The switch up there moves itself sometimes. I'm not really sure what triggers that, but it is a little bit of a problem. So this is a little secret area that I wanted to get to. Oh yes, this spear just is doing better damage than my mace was. So we've come here to a little platform overlooking the path of the boulder. So we've got two directions we can go here. We can go this way. We're going to come back to that. First, we're going to go over here to this side, where we find stairs and a room and an item, which is the Black Sorcerer gear set and a sorcery called Hush, which I will try to read quickly. I believe it basically silences your footsteps. Sorcery developed by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School masks all noises of caster. Effectively, Vinheim is controlled by the Dragon School, and it is no wonder that the town has its share of dark secrets. Oh, Vinheim is a town. Oh, of course, that makes sense. Because I've seen people referred to as, like, person from Vinheim. Okay, person of Vinheim. That makes sense that it's a town. Okay, so we got that cool gear set. Probably not going to use it, but it's cool. Now we're going to open this cell door, which is the door that we could not open from the other side. And we are now back at... where are we exactly? Oh, this is the room, this is the elevator that came up that smushes you if you stay on it too long. So then we came up here, we saw... Right, we went up that way, but that way led to the door that was not openable. But we opened it from that side, and everything's good. Then now we're going to go back this way. Back to the platform that we jumped down to, and then we're going to go the other direction. Looks like a prison cell here where somebody escaped, although somebody burst into the prison cell. So I'm going to jump down here and see where we land. We have landed in a new secret area. This is that very large room that I showed you way back at the beginning. That same room with all the pendulums. I'm going to walk around the side here. I'm going to be a little careful because if I fall down here, I'm going to hurt myself. But I'm going to make my way over here to get this item. I'm actually a little surprised that I'm not encountering resistance here. Other than that guy standing over there. That is the same guy, I think, that throws the lightning at you when you run across that very first bridge. So I'm gonna go someplace safe. safer. And look at the ring that we just picked up. We picked up a Slumbering Dragoncrest ring, if I can figure out, if I can find the buttons on this controller. The PS4 controller that I'm still getting used to. We just got... okay, so I forgot to show the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. We picked up a Covetous Gold Serpent Ring a while back, which boosts item discovery. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey even larger than itself has led to an association with gluttony. This gold ring, engraved with the serpent, boosts its wearer's item discovery so that more items can be amassed. So what that does is basically increases your chances of getting item drops from monsters. So if you have no other rings that are particularly useful to wear, you can benefit from putting that one on. Like, for example, if you're like farming for certain items, like sometimes I've gone to the depths and farmed the rats to get humanity drops. So if I put that ring on, I think it improves your chances of getting those drops. The other ring we just picked up is the Slumbering Dragoncrest ring. This ring was secretly worn by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. I wonder who that guy was. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon in silent slumber and masks all sound emitting from its wearer. So if I put this ring on, I no longer make footstep sounds, which basically means you can walk up to anybody or run up to anybody and backstab them. That's the benefit of this ring. I don't really like to wear it myself because it just freaks me out that I can't hear my own footsteps. So I'm gonna jump down here, and we find ourselves back in the very first room at the end of the bridge. I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit by that lightning guy up there. And I'm gonna take that ring off. I actually think I'm gonna put the Covetous Gold Serpent ring on for a while. Keep my poise ring on. Whoa, I'm taking damage, I think. Oh, where's the I'm lost. Where's the... Oh, okay. There we go. Oh no, that wasn't... Oh, it is the... Oh man, I just now realized that guy... What am I doing? Is that guy up there is the same guy that throws the lightning bolts at you when you run across initially, is also the same guy that you have to go through when you run across this bridge. I never realized that was the same guy. Huh. That's funny. Oh, I got lucky there. I got really lucky. Zip. Clean miss. Okay, let's just ignore them. Keep on going. Let's watch for the boulder to make sure it's not falling. Doesn't look like it is, so let's run up here. What's my time? 24 minutes, of course. Of course, it's 24 minutes. Whoa! Let's watch out for that. Alright, I'm gonna stop here again. Believe it or not, we're actually making good progress in Sen's Fortress. It's a big place, takes a long time to get through. So, I will stop here and pick it up at this location next time. See you later.